It's late, and the world has finally stopped asking things from you. The lights are low, the noise is gone, and your body is still moving like it's on duty. Even if you're lying down, your mind is standing up. You're not thinking about one big disaster. You're thinking about everything you've been carrying quietly, like it's normal. Somewhere along the way, you learned how to live with pain like it was just part of the background. You adjusted, you smiled through it, you kept showing up. You told yourself, it's fine. So many times that your heart started believing you. Not because it was true, but because it was easier than admitting you were hurting. You didn't normalize pain because you wanted to suffer. You normalized it because you needed to survive. Because stopping to feel it all at once would have been too much. So you turned down the volume on your own needs. You learned how to function while feeling empty. You learned how to laugh while feeling bruised inside. And maybe nobody noticed. Or maybe they noticed, but they didn't know what to do. So they kept taking the version of you that kept going. The dependable you. The I'm okay you. The you that never makes it awkward. And after a while, you started taking that version too, like it was the only one allowed. But pain doesn't disappear just because you got used to it. It waits. It settles into your shoulders, your breath, your sleep. It shows up as irritability, numbness, overthinking, or the way your chest feels tight for no clear reason. It shows up when you finally have a quiet moment and suddenly you can't explain why tears are close. Tonight, you don't have to perform strength. You don't have to prove you're fine. You can just be a person who got tired, a person who carried more than they should have had to, a person who learned to stay calm while something inside them was quietly asking for help. There's a kind of understanding that doesn't require a speech. It doesn't correct you. It doesn't rush you. It just sits beside you and says, without words, I see what you've been doing. I see what you've been enduring. That kind of presence feels rare, but it's real, and it's allowed. Some people call that presence love. Some call it grace. Some call it God. Some don't name it at all. But the feeling is the same. Being met without being judged. Being understood without needing to explain every detail. Like someone can read the weight in your silence and still stay close. If you want a name for that kind of compassion, you might think of Jesus. Not as a distant figure, not as a threat, not as a rule book, but as the embodiment of gentleness toward the hurting. The kind of heart that doesn't shame wounds. The kind of wisdom that doesn't punish weakness. Just understanding, steady, and calm. Because there's a difference between being strong and being numb. Strength is alive. Strength can feel. Numbness is what happens when you've had to shut down to keep going. And if you've been numb, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means your system did what it had to do to protect you. Maybe you've been telling yourself your pain isn't that bad. Maybe you compare it to other people's stories and decide you don't deserve comfort. But pain isn't a competition. Your nervous system doesn't care about fairness. Your heart doesn't measure suffering in neat categories. It only knows what it had to hold alone. Sometimes the hardest part is admitting you needed more. More softness, more safety, more support, more kindness, and you didn't get it. So you became your own support system, even when you were exhausted. You became the one who stayed strong, because you didn't trust anyone else to stay. But tonight, you can let the truth be simple. You've been hurt. You've been trying. You've been doing your best with what you had. And the pain you normalized wasn't small, it was just familiar. Familiar doesn't mean harmless. Familiar just means you've lived with it long enough to stop questioning it. And now you're questioning it. That matters. That's not weakness. That's awareness. That's the beginning of healing. The moment you stop calling it normal is the moment you start making room for something better. Not perfect, not easy, just more honest, more human, more gentle. You don't have to relive everything tonight. You don't have to dig up every memory. You can start smaller. You can start by noticing where you hold tension. You can start by softening your jaw, unclenching your hands, letting your shoulders drop, breathing like you're allowed to take up space. If you've been carrying guilt for feeling this way, you can set that down too. Feeling tired doesn't make you ungrateful. Feeling sad doesn't make you negative. Feeling overwhelmed doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're responding to real life. And real life can be heavy, even when you're doing everything right. There's a quiet kind of wisdom that says, you don't have to earn rest. You don't have to deserve peace. You don't have to be perfect to be held. You can be messy, uncertain, emotional, and still worthy of tenderness. That's not a reward. That's just what it means to be human. And maybe your life hasn't been falling apart. Maybe it's been transforming. Maybe the version of you that could tolerate everything is finally making space for the version of you that wants to live, not just survive. That shift can feel scary because you're not used to listening to yourself. But listening is not selfish. Listening is brave. Listening is how you come back to your own heart. It's how you notice what you need before you break. It's how you learn that you can be strong without abandoning yourself. It's how you stop calling suffering normal just because it's familiar. So tonight, let it be enough to simply sit here with yourself. Let it be enough to feel what you feel without fixing it. Let it be enough to whisper, "This mattered. I mattered." And if you want to imagine a gentle presence beside you, imagine it now. Quiet, patient, not demanding anything. When you're ready, you can carry less. You can ask for help. You can set boundaries. You can choose softer mornings and slower nights. You can heal in small steps that don't need anyone's approval. And even if nothing changes instantly, something is already changing. You're finally telling the truth. Stay here a little longer if you need to. Let the silence be kind to you. Let your breath be a reminder that you're still here. And if you fall asleep, let it be without pressure to have everything figured out. Just rest. Just presence. Just one gentle moment, opening into the next.